In this video we will talk about the amazing Thai food. We will look at some different dishes and we will give some tips on how to keep it budget friendly even though it is cheap here. And in the end we will also give a tip that maybe not everybody knows about. We are a family of 3 that has been traveling for a long time now. We have been in Australia for 3 months and now we are in Thailand, in Phuket. And we've been here for 2 weeks and we have been eating some different kinds of food and dishes. And the first one I want to mention is my favorite. It's a green curry with some thick, kind of mushy, sticky noodles and vegetables. And usually I choose chicken for that one.
Yeah, I have few favorites. I like Thai food, so I of course like Pad Thai, very well known. Penang curry, amazing taste, and Thai basil.
The dishes we now mentioned we usually eat at restaurants, and we then choose some smaller restaurants that are not so westernized, as I call it. It's not looking maybe that clean that you are used to from Europe, and maybe there's not a lot of people there, but we go in and usually you can look at the menu before you go in, and then those dishes we've mentioned now we can find for $4 or $5 per dish.
So we are choosing more local places where we see locals being there, then it's usually a sign also that the food can be.
And if you find a restaurant that you say is then more modern looking and clean and everything, then the prices jump up a bit on all dishes. And then the dishes that are more expensive than one we are eating a lot, it's not only because we like it, it's also of course because we try to not use so much money. Then you can choose some seafood or other things with meat, but then you have to put on some dollars on those dishes. So yes. we haven't done that a lot, so we are not going to make a video here of everything you can eat that are fantastic in Thailand. This is, as all our videos, more about budget friendly. But when you travel for 5 months, then you and have normal jobs, you can't really choose the most expensive restaurants.
Yeah, you have to look at the budget. But I have to say that those locals restaurants or places that we mentioned soon that we are also trying to eat, that it's not always that the quality comes with the price. So it doesn't have to be expensive dish to be delicious.
Yeah, and we have experienced that some of the better looking restaurants have not those good dishes. So I'm pretty sure you will find more good food when you choose those a bit more not that nice looking restaurants. And then we have also found out that the markets, we thought it was one market in Kata Beach, and then we found out, oh, there's a one in the other end of the street.
Yes.
And now we are at a new place called
Bang Tao.
Bang Tao. I'm not good with names. And there's also a market, and the markets you can choose a lot of, we can call street food. They have different small kind of areas where they make different kinds. So they fry something there, and you have a dessert place there, and you have everything. And then you can choose a bit of different kinds.
Yeah, you can try many different things. There are many stands, big diversity of food to choose between. And
you can then sit down at a table with chairs, and if you go, we are not there late at night, but if you do that, then it usually also looks like some live music coming on there. Yeah. So maybe it's a different kind of vibe when we are there. We're actually at 5-6 o'clock and there's almost no one there, so we're early. Yeah. But that's really recommended, and it should be very safe also to eat there if you think about the hygiene, and because it's a well-known place to eat good food. I came up with the idea of, instead of eating dinner at a restaurant, we should go to the market again and then buy some cheaper food, but buy a bit different kinds of things, and even buy a dessert because it's so cheap and the food is very good here. So I think we'll do this a lot more often than going to restaurants, because it's sometimes a bit disappointing. Yeah.
if you're even more brave than Marcus and you want to try real local food that the locals are eating, so you can try to eat food. I was very into buying some dishes made by an old lady. She had some stand in the garage and rice in the bags and some plastic boxes with some gravy, chicken or something. So we are trying that one. It's much more cheaper, even cheaper than the restaurants, and also very good. And this is made by the people who are just making that for their family, and there are many locals. So when you see locals standing somewhere buying food, it's worth to try.
It's not worth to try. It's actually where the gold is.
Yeah.
That's where the good food is, where the locals are. And
Yeah.
I've seen another YouTube video about it, and it's a guy that has been living here for many years. And it's a good point that when you're serving food for locals, you really need to make some good food so they come back. The tourists are here for a week, and then there's new tourists. So it's not really that important to give the best food for the tourists. It's the locals that you really need to make a good job on, and so there is the best food if you find that. And we have also tried a scooter. You have some kind of a small scooter with the whole kitchen
On the side.
and even on the highway you can see you're driving a taxi and then that drives past you. Old lady, 70 years old, with the whole kitchen on, driving to the next place. And we've tried that food also. And then you just stand seeing them preparing. And it's also a very cool thing to look at when they make a whole dish with everything in that very, very tiny kitchen.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's something I would like to master, because they are so quick and it looks so smooth, chung, 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 and the dish is ready and it's so good and so cheap.
Yeah, and you complain about the heat standing waiting, and then you're in that kind of there with
fully dressed,
making
usually.
food. Yeah, it's impressive.
If you want to eat something sweet, then of course there are some good desserts in Thailand. We tried mango sticky rice. It's really amazing. In my opinion, I don't know if you really like that.
It's not
or
really
not.
my thing, but I just eat chocolate.
It is something. Yes, mango sticky rice, something special. Very cool ice creams. We tried one time when they are just making ice cream. They are just having some cold plate, pouring some cream or something. You can choose what you want in that ice cream, Oreo or some fruits or banana, whatever. And they're just making that, cutting everything, mixing together, and then rolling into the ice cream. It takes some, 5-7 minutes to have it ready. Also cool experience to try. Plus also street food. I think it's called banana pancake. So they have special pancake dough making on the big warm plate, and also you can choose some. What would you like to have in it?
We're Europeans. We are now living in Norway, and we are Danish and Polish actually. And those countries are not known for the spicy food. And here in Thailand, you need to be careful, and maybe you will just try it one time and then you will know for sure that, okay, I need to tell them before next time. And usually they also ask, when you have a dish that is spicy, then they look at you and they figure out that maybe this guy will not take it, so how spicy? And I will recommend, if you're not going to try to feel that you are burning up inside, then you will start up at least with just a bit spicy. That's what I do with my green curry. It's a bit, so I'm sure that's the lowest one. And medium is a bit too spicy for me. Then I'm not tasting anything, it's just spicy. So yeah, you can try and fail, or you can start at the lowest, is my recommendation if you're from a country like ours.
Yeah, start gentle. I like spicy foods. For me, medium is okay. But one time I was asked also, oh, how do you want? I said, oh, maybe not too much. I said, 1 chili. And I thought, it sounds a lot. So I took half a chili, and that was very good choice. It was, on a good level. It would be way too spicy with 1 chili. So yes, as Tommy is saying, if you are not used to, try with a little bit spicy, and then you can always go up.
As I mentioned, we have been traveling for many months, so our budget is kind of low when it comes to food. And I'm sure that if someone goes to Thailand for 1 or 2 weeks, then you have a budget that maybe is that you can eat on restaurants for all your meals. We have not only try to make at least breakfast and sometimes lunch at home, but we have then found out a very nice place also if you have the budget we have. And that is to go to the famous 7-Eleven.
Hello,
kiosk.
welcome.
They have a lot of 7-Elevens, and I've googled it, that it's kind of an empire that is maybe not the best for the Thai people, but and it actually reminds me of an Australia video where I talked about the supermarket empire in Australia. So it's the same kind of thing here. They are everywhere, and you can find most of the things you look for in those kiosks. And there you can also find very good lunches, and we were impressed that you find the ready-made dinner and you just heat it up in the microwave, or they can do it in the 7-Eleven, and it feels very fresh. The chicken and the fish and the pasta, and it's a very good dish, and that's even cheaper than the cheapest restaurant, and maybe not even worth it trying to make food at home if you like one of those dishes. So I would really recommend, if you want to save a bit of money, to try out some of those ready-made dinners that they have in that kiosk.
Yes, I agree. I'm surprised by the quality, especially quality of meat, because when I'm buying some ready-made food, sometimes in Norway or in Poland, you never know what kind of a meat you are getting in there. So they are very good. They taste almost the same, and in the restaurants, and most of those dishes that we mentioned, you will find them on the shelf in 7-Eleven.
And if you like this video, and I'm guessing that you are a bit hungry now, so you are maybe actually making food while I'm talking. But anyway, next video will also be about Thailand and some of the good tips that maybe not everybody knows about. That's the video. And then we will soon actually go to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia and make some cool stuff from there. So we hope that you will continue and following us, and please like this video and please subscribe so we can keep on growing.